How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We just had a debate on Bitcoin versus gold from two big believers in their own assets, Peter Schiff and Natalie Burnell. Now, I wanna play that for you, and then we'll cover some of it towards the end of the video. Probably one of the best debates we've seen with Bitcoin in a little while. It is interesting to watch. This is coming from Altcoin Daily, saying that is the #1 Bitcoin versus gold debate. So let's play the clip for you. If you don't mind though, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath this video so you can see future videos just like this. There's also going to be a link underneath the video to Margex. In case you want to start trading on Margex, you can use the link underneath the video and get some free money. So definitely check that out. The free money can be used towards some fees. So let's play the clip.
Bitcoin is going much lower than this. If Natalie were smart, as soon as this segment is over, she would sell all of her Bitcoin. Because if she doesn't sell it now, she's going to sell it later at a much lower price.
All right. Well, them's what we call fighting words. And I think there's similar drivers for both. But let me introduce the two. Natalie. Natalie, meet Peter. Peter, meet Natalie. All right, Natalie, some choice words for you. What would you tell Peter?
Oh, I know, Peter. And you know what? Bitcoiners don't feel the need to constantly attack gold because we're not threatened by gold. And the reason that we have this failed fiat experiment that has impoverished our nation is because of the defects of gold. The fact that it's not easily portable, it's not easily verifiable, it doesn't offer instant final global settlement. And so you know what? Centralized authorities hijacked it, they papered over it, and we have a system of leverage and rehypothecation that hurts the working class. Bitcoin is immune to all of that. It is the savings account for billions of people that we really need and can most rely on, and it offers that final global settlement that we need. And so gold is the analog version of sound money, but Bitcoin is the digital version, and that's why it's going to be the faster horse in this race.
Peter?
There's nothing sound about Bitcoin. It's losing the race right now. Take a look at your screen. Gold is up $25, $26, and Bitcoin is getting clobbered. You know, there is no flaw in gold. Gold worked great for 5,000 years. The problem is the flaw is with governments. The flaw is with human beings, not with gold. But Bitcoin is really flawed because it doesn't have any actual value. Gold is the most useful metal on the periodic table. That's why it's money. Now, it has great characteristics that make it better money than other commodities, but absent its intrinsic value, it couldn't be money. And Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. It's just a digital string of numbers. And all of this is just a bunch of hype.
Anything could be money, right? On the island of Yap, they used to have big stone money. Anything could be money if people use it as an exchange. And this is the thing.
But that's because
But here's the thing, though. You have to admit, Bitcoin is on the rise. Wall Street has embraced it. And this is just a tiny speck. I mean, could you imagine, Peter, at the rate of recognition, if Bitcoin keeps going at this rate, it's hard to deny it could go substantially higher.
Now, I just told you it's been dropping for 2.5 years. That's when it made its peak.
High recently.
And I think that decline is going to accelerate. It does not keep going up. They suckered in a bunch of people. Wall Street didn't embrace it. They're just trying to make a buck off it. I mean, these big Wall Street firms aren't buying any Bitcoin with their own money. This is their customers' money that are dumb enough to buy it. They're just booking the bets. They're operating the casino. They're not at the blackjack tables or the roulette wheels. That's their customers that are doing that.
Natalie wants to jump back in.
You know, if you look at the short term, Bitcoin is going to be volatile. But if we zoom out, Bitcoin has outperformed gold. In fact, when Hamas attacked Israel, since then, Bitcoin is up 125% and gold is up only 27%. So let's really look at the numbers that we're seeing. And the best thing about Bitcoin is, again, no one controls the ledger, whereas gold is really vulnerable to centralization and top-down control, which is why we need a system that is a neutral place to store your wealth. We need a neutral system and protocol.
Even compare.
Peter, why can't someone own
Bitcoin?
Both? Why can't someone have exposure to both?
Yeah, well, first of all, Bitcoin has outperformed everything. So don't compare it to gold. It's outperformed stocks, real estate, bonds, collectibles. That's because it's a gigantic bubble. No, if you want to own Bitcoin, I don't care. If you want to lose money in Bitcoin, go right ahead. Doesn't bother me. But I'm trying to help give people advice as to what to do with their money. And if they want to have an investment portfolio, Bitcoin has no part in it. But, you know, if you like gambling, if you want to take some of the money that we're going to take to the racetracks or buy lottery tickets with or go to Vegas, if you want to take some of that money and gamble on Bitcoin or any of the other 20,000 cryptocurrencies that are out there, go right ahead. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I don't want to buy any Bitcoin. I mean, sure, had I bought Bitcoin years and years ago when I first learned about it, yeah, I could have made a lot of money selling it now to the greater fools, but I didn't do that.
That's something
but
he
I'm not
said
gonna
on my
make a
show. He
mistake of
wishes he
buying it
bought
now.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. So Natalie, bottom line though
But
is
I'm not going to buy it now. And Natalie, you're going to wish you sold Bitcoin. Mark my words.
All right.
You're going to be ruining the day.
We
God,
take all of this stuff,
If
Peter.
I'd only sold my Bitcoin, I'd have had a lot of money.
We got 30 seconds left. I got to give Natalie the last word.
I think the American dream has really been hijacked. We tried gold. It didn't work. It was papered over. That system has failed the American people, and Bitcoin does provide hope for us, the working class. We want to be able to work for something that has to be measured by a free market so that we can see real value emerge, as opposed to being captured by politics and bureaucracy, which ultimately is a system that benefits the few at the expense of everyone else. And it's a system in which the politically connected and the special interest groups really are at the top. And so we need a system that is for the people. Bitcoin is for the people.
Natalie, thank you very much. Peter, thank you very much. Liz Clayman, over to you.
I was enjoying that.
Now, Peter Schiff says that none of the big entities are actually buying Bitcoin, that they're just getting their clients to buy Bitcoin. And while that is partially true, they have a big stake in Bitcoin at this point. They have a lot of money that's tied up in it from their clients. They really want it to do well, and they wouldn't invest in it unless they thought it was going to do well. Because let's say they lose that money. Let's say they put $1 trillion of the 10 trillion in AUM in Bitcoin, and then they lose it. Well, first of all, they're going to lose a lot of clients. A lot of clients are going to be pissed, and they're going to lose their money from it. So then they're going to go to a competitor. But second, even if they don't leave, well, BlackRock makes a lot less money because they have 10% lower AUM. So the fact is, if they're getting clients to buy it, I think it's just as big as them buying it themselves. It might not be as splashy a headline, but keep in mind, BlackRock's clients have a lot more money than BlackRock. BlackRock is, yes, a multi-$10 billion company, right? But that's it. That's like their entire company's worth. But what they control is $10 trillion. So yeah, let's say they're worth 50 billion. I'm not sure how much they are off the top of my head. Let's say they're worth $50 billion. Well, their assets under management are worth 200x that. So that's something to keep in mind, right? Also, Peter Schiff talks about how Bitcoin is just going down recently. It's down over the last month and a half after it hit a new all-time high. Bitcoin, if you want to cherry pick gold and look at the best time to buy, it was maybe about 6 years ago. 2018, it was around $1,200 an ounce. Now it's $2,400, so it's 2x. If you want to cherry pick Bitcoin, well, you could have bought it at $3,000 in that same bear market around 2018, and you'd be up 20x now, even with this recent dip. So I don't know if you want to go pick specific times. Of course, Peter Schiff is just trying to bring people over to buy his products, but I think you know what side of this debate I'm on. Let me know in the comments section, though. Do you think what Peter Schiff has said has some merit? Let me know. There's also a link underneath the video to Margex, as I said, in case you want to trade cryptocurrency using leverage. You can use that link. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next video.